Good morning. My kitchen is a bit of a disaster area, so I'm going to try not to show you the mess too much. But I thought maybe this morning we could eat breakfast together. Are you ready? I'm ready for breakfast. Okay, I'm going to start off with some bacon this morning. I got this out of the freezer, so I had to stick the package in the microwave for just a few seconds to get it loose enough so that the individual pieces got unstuck from each other. And now I'm going to stick it in my pan. And I'm just cooking for me and you. So that's all. The stove is on, so that will begin to sizzle here in a moment. Turn my heat down a little bit. I usually start it out on high just to get it going, but it doesn't need to be that hot. I'll flip my pieces of bacon over. If I flip them over fairly early, they don't curl quite as bad. I'm going to get my eggs ready. And I believe I scrambled them this morning. My favorite way to eat eggs is poached. My second favorite is over easy, but I'm not really good at fixing the over easy. I don't like the crusty part that gets around it. So today I'm going to scramble them. But let me flip my bacon over once again. Not cooking quite as fast as I want. I like my bacon crisp. So I'm going to turn my heat back up. Meanwhile, I'm going to put just a little bit of salt in my eggs. I believe this is sea salt, but you can use whatever kind of salt you want. And a little bit of black pepper. They're starting to get crisp. That's what I like. See, that one wants to curl. Let me turn it down. Getting a little bit too hot there. Come on, little piece of bacon. Cooperate. leave that in. It's perfect. I'm going to wait for the pan to cool down just a little. Okay, I'm going to put a spoonful of coconut oil in my coffee this morning. I do that not every day, but quite a bit. It just makes it taste richer. I know some people use butter, but I prefer the coconut oil. So I'll put my coffee right there. And let's scramble our eggs. What is this? Because I use this pan for my bacon, my eggs are not just perfectly yellow, but that's okay, they'll taste good, because they will taste like bacon grease. And I don't like them fried very hard, fried soft. And they're done already. My eggs and my bacon. So there we are. That was an easy breakfast. And if you don't mind, I'll eat some of it while we're talking. Could be a little crunchier, but it's good. Turn my light on there. Actually, that light's behind me, isn't it? Let me move my camera. Okay, here. It's a little better. I have a shadow on this side of my face, but that's okay. I could move the light. Eggs are good. Sometimes I add butter to them, but I didn't this morning. So I thought I'd talk to you just a little bit about why I haven't done as many videos this week. I just somehow or another haven't felt up to it. Now, when I say I haven't felt up to it, I feel okay. But struggling just a little bit with motivation. Anxious for my legs to heal. For those of you who've been around for a while, you know I'm waiting for my legs to heal. And we started a new regimen with my legs. which actually I can tell that it's helping, but they hurt more than they did before. I think that's because they're healing. And that process of healing is a little bit painful. So that it gets me down every now and then. As my husband says, beggars can be choosers. God saw fit to keep my life going. So I need to make the best of it and do what I can to be the kind of person that God wants me to be. He's off this morning teaching the shooting day, the field day for our hunter education class. And he doesn't want me outside trekking around because I could make my injuries worse. So when we're doing outdoor things, I get to stay home. But I'll be working on some of the paperwork for the class. So I get to put my name down on the attendance list because I will be working on it, even though I won't be in the same location as the rest of them. We have 4 other instructors, well, 3 others, plus my husband, teaching the class this morning. And we've had 4 of us Tuesday and Thursday previous and Tuesday and Thursday next. 4 instructors, which is always good. We have a pretty full class. Why do I think hunter education is important? Well, there's several reasons. One reason is we don't want to lose our old-fashioned traditions of being able to go out and hunt wild game. It's an important tradition in our history, the history of man, not just the history of people in the United States. People have always been hunters in order to provide themselves with food. And when it comes to meat, if you look at, say, venison, deer meat, it's way more healthy for you than beef even. Now, the beef that we eat, we have a friend who raises grass-fed beef, so we bought a half a beef from him. So we have nutritious beef, but the deer is lean and it's very good too. And we don't have any venison in our freezer right now, but we do have some elk in our freezer, and that's nice lean meat too. And the eggs, I showed you the eggs before I cracked them. Those are homegrown eggs. We don't have chickens, but a friend of ours, in fact, one of the instructors that's teaching with my husband this morning, he has chickens. And so we buy our eggs from him. And he raised a pig. We bought half of a pig from him too. So we're keeping ourselves healthy. Putting stuff up, putting stuff back, filling up my pantry. Not something I've really been able to do very well, but we do have quite a bit. I've got turkey and turkey broth, and we have grape juice from our own grapes last summer. By the way, my grapes aren't going to get pruned this year. We'll just have to see what they do without being pruned, because I can't get out there and do it. We have blackberry jam from our own blackberry bush. We have yummy sweet salsa that my hubby likes to make. We buy our tomatoes and peppers for that, to put that together. And we like sweet peppers in it rather than hot peppers. So our salsa is not spicy, it's sweet. Oh, I was telling you why hunter education is important. Well, I told you about tradition. The other thing is the firearm. I think it's important for the younger generation to realize the seriousness of a firearm and how to properly and appropriately handle the firearm, how to ethically use the firearm, ethically and safely. So we emphasize ethics as well as ethics as well as safety in our class, making sure that they always know to check the rules and regulations every year. That little book called A Synopsis comes out every year, and it tells what's legal to do. It's important to just do what's legal, and it's important to do what's safe. And so we emphasize that. Some of the kids in the class have never shot a gun before, so today will be their first experience. Some of them have been shooting guns since they were young with their parents and are quite proficient at it. So we have a mixture of both of those. And it's important that our young generation knows that guns are a treasure to be cherished, but they are also a very dangerous thing to be responsible for, because once you pull the trigger, you cannot bring back that bullet. Or if you're using bow and arrow, once you shoot the arrow, you can't bring it back. So it's important to know your target, know what's beyond your target, know what's in front of your target, and be very sure of what you're doing. And so we instill those concepts into our students during our class. And we teach them that the firearm is nothing to be frightened of, but at the same time very respected. If you made breakfast along with me this morning, or if you're eating with me, hey, put down in the comments what you're eating. I'm kind of curious what you're having for breakfast. My bacon and eggs are good. I'm enjoying them. And I'm enjoying a little chat with you. I didn't make many videos this week. And I think I'm just about done talking to you so that I can finish up my breakfast, take my handful of vitamin pills for the morning, and sit down and watch some of your videos. I hope you watch my videos and help my channel to continue growing. It would be fun at some point in time to have my channel making a little bit of pin money for me. Don't know if that'll ever happen, but I can always dream, right? So until our next video together, enjoy your breakfast, or your lunch, or your dinner, or your snack, whatever you're eating today, enjoy it. May it be as homemade as possible. May God's love and blessings surround you. And I will see you on my next video. Darlene, signing out.